Yeah.
Okay.
So right on.
Speaking of Christmas PJs, I would love to know what your favorite Christmas tradition is, like for you and your family.
That's a good question.
Okay, so I mean, I can go first.
Yeah, you go first.
I was thinking when we were thinking about the question, I was thinking about it when I think of family and going back to even when I was a child, a tradition that we've carried from that time and even into our kids' lives is to, like, when we get up in the morning on Christmas Day, then we would read Luke 2 and like read the Christmas story. And it's one way, it's entertaining when you have little kids and they're like, are we going to read the whole chapter? But reading the Christmas story is a good way to ruin a child's overexcitement. I mean, like, not ruin it. I'm kidding, but like to have
Like taper it down a little bit.
it's
for
really
sure.
cool to
Yeah.
be. Yeah, it's a cool way to like recenter us
Yeah.
before we open gifts.
That
And
was
like,
such
why
a
are we
neat
doing
moment.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that was that's been a tradition that we've done for as long as I can remember. So I like that one.
Yeah,
It's
that's a good
family
one.
tradition.
Yeah.
It makes me feel really bad about what I'm going to say.
It's not a Sunday school answer. I'm just telling you it's what my family does.
Right.
No judgment here.
Yeah.
No, that's so nice.
Okay. Yeah. I know, like, for me, growing up, like when I was a kid, we'd always actually do like our family Christmas. So with like my mom, my dad, brother, and sister, we would do that like on Christmas Eve morning.
Oh,
So
okay.
we would do that. Yeah. So which is pretty great.
The morning of Christmas
Yeah.
Eve?
The morning of Christmas Eve, we would like open up like our presents as a family.
That's super weird.
And then later that afternoon, we'd go over to my grandma's house and we like spend the night there and do like a big like family Christmas with her. And then on Christmas Day, we'd go to like our extended family. So go to like my great grandma's on my mom's side, and then I'd go to like my grandma's on my dad's side, and just kind of do that.
That's a lot.
It was a lot. I mean, luckily they live like close to each other, so it was pretty doable. But like but now like being married and like having like my own kids, we don't have like a set tradition right now. I think it's probably because like we're in ministry, and sometimes ministry doesn't always allow for like set traditions.
Yeah. At least not until Christmas Day.
Exactly. So it's just because it's just back and forth. We're quite sure like what day Christmas is going to fall on, and it's getting all that stuff kind of like, gathered around. But we're kind of working on forming those traditions
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
right now, trying out some different things.
Okay.
So-
Well, I have a suggestion for you. Yeah, actually, no, you're probably not going to like it. No parents will approve of my family Christmas tradition. So my family's Christmas tradition, which I just got to tell my niece about when I was home for Thanksgiving. You guys, get ready. Are you ready?
I think so.
Mentally prepared?
I'm prepared-ish.
Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on. I'm prepared.
You ready? Okay, good.
All right.
My sisters and I, starting when I was probably 4 years old, we would wake up at like 3 a.m. and sneak downstairs, and we would open our stockings and any presents that were in our stockings, and then we would rewrap them and then go back to bed, and in the morning act surprised.
Oh,
And
classic.
this carried on for years.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Years we did this until my middle sister Jessie had to ruin it out of pride. She blabbed to Sunday school that we were doing this, and then
She was convicted.
no,
Yeah,
no,
was
she
convinced by the Holy Spirit.
she was proud.
Feel that Holy Spirit.
She was
Yeah.
proud we'd pulled it off for so long.
Yeah.
And my parents found out because we blabbed at church,
Sure.
and small church, things travel fast.
Yep.
So the first year after that my parents found out, my dad hid our stockings.
Yes.
And here's the deal, okay? First year, he locked them in the van. That's where he hid them.
Okay.
But then he hid the keys, and what he did was he left a riddle. I'm going to put that with fake fingers
Yeah.
because, first of all, my dad has awful handwriting. So it's hard enough to read his writing to begin with.
Yeah.
But then his riddle made no sense. It was not cognizant, okay? No one could have ever understood where it was. But the riddle led to where the keys were. So we never found the keys. So we saw our stockings, but we weren't able to open them because we couldn't find the keys to the van. He'd put them in a cup in the freezer.
Oh.
That's where they were.
Like
next year,
like in water, like frozen in the...
Yep.
Wow, that's dedication.
The next year, he put not fake bells. He put bells all on the stairs because all of our bedrooms were upstairs and they were on the main floor. And so he put bells and like fake ropes to make it look like a laser. And then he bought a fake motion censored video camera.
Yes.
That whenever it would sense motion, it would have
Yeah.
a red light pop on and like move sideways. And so that was another year that
Man.
we couldn't make it down to open our gifts, and things just got unhinged after that.
Really?
And when I say unhinged, I mean that there was one year where we decided to blast music through the surround sound system in our house and just run down the stairs, grab the stockings, run back upstairs. A door came off the hinges.
Nice.
So when I say unhinged, I mean unhinged.
Unhinged, yeah, totally
Literally.
unhinged, yeah.
But my favorite was that year we also took, I took a Build-A-Bear box and I put my dad's stocking in it, and then using hangers, I hung his stocking outside so that when he woke up and drank his morning coffee, he would look out the window and see his stocking hanging out the window over our dog's bathroom area.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it
Man.
got intense.
Yeah, that's very intense.
So
Is this still happening? Like, are you guys still struggling with this as a family?
no, eventually we
those
just
doors
got
fixed.
older and decided we liked to sleep way too much to continue getting
yeah,
up at
yeah.
3 a.m. But that last year where his stocking hung over the doo-doo area was the final year. So we went out with a bang. But there were many years of
I love it.
of
Yeah,
treachery.
that's pretty good.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just got to tell my niece about that. So I'm
Okay.
kind of hoping that she
Oh,
attempts.
Yeah.
picks up the tradition.
I'm hoping she does.
That'd be
but
great.
there's only one of her, so I don't know if like
How it's gonna
she
play
doesn't-
out yet.
She doesn't have siblings, so I don't know if she'll endeavor to do that by herself or not.
We got some ideas. We can work with that. Yeah, we can work with that.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Well,
so-
cool.
I love that. I'm actually thinking about it now. Like, if I can ramble for like 2 seconds, but like one of the things we used to do, like as a family, is that we would actually play pranks on my grandma every year at Christmas time. Yeah,
I've heard some of these pranks.
you have? Yes. Well, that was a different family reunion.
Oh
The ones
no.
at Christmas time typically revolve around some sort of like fart machine. So, one year I got a
Poor grandma.
Yeah, I got one that had a remote with it.
Oh,
and I
nice.
taped it up underneath her chair, so when she sat down, I would push the button, which is great. And then she didn't know like where it came from. But then the best time though is like when my grandpa was praying for us. I pushed it like right in the middle of that, and so it was
Oh man.
maybe sacrilegious, but also super funny, and we had a great time with that.
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
make a good youth pastor.
Exactly.